welcome back to the HighDef show, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to wind back the clocks a little bit, and we're going to take a step into my very first computer, which was the ZX Spectrum. This was when I was about 4 years old, so sort of early 90s, yeah, very early 90s. I was, this isn't when the system was new. I was handed this as a hand-me-down from a friend of my family's. He got a new system and basically gave me his Spectrum with a huge box of tapes, i.e. games, because all the games back then for this system were on cassette tapes, like the old music cassette tapes. Yeah, so this is a bit of a nostalgia trip. I've had a little go and made sure everything works and whatnot, and it pretty much does. Some of the controls are a bit sketchy. So yeah, as you can see here, 1982 this system was first released. That's much older than I am. Well, somewhat older than I am, I should say. I'm not that young, but hey, let's boot up a game. Now, these games would be loaded off of tapes via audio waves, and I think it's binary waves. So the sound that the tape plays feeds the computer all the ones and zeros it needs to build the game. And you'd have to do this every time you played a game. It would literally forget afterwards, and you'd have to put a tape in and play it again, and it would remember. They did have password keys, so you could come back to certain levels, but yeah, we're not going to be doing any of that. We're going to be having a little go at probably my favourite game out of all those games that I had. Bear in mind, only about a third of them worked, and only sometimes, because sometimes it would load forever and then nothing would happen. So let me just grab out the games I've got at the moment. So yes, Kikstart 2. Didn't know there was a first one, never found one, but yeah, this was quite a popular game. And so I've heard anyway. I used to play this all the time. Now this is the extent of loading the game. You'll hear all the noises, and yeah, it's just getting started. Yep, this is what you hear every time you load a game. Obviously you can mute it so you don't have to hear it, but you still have to let it play through and load the contents of the game, just like a CD does when the laser reads the data on the disc. Only this is a few steps behind that, so yeah, so we'll skip ahead of this because it's pretty grueling. Okay, finally it's loaded. Yeah, that took about 5 minutes. So not too bad. I guess the emulator runs everything a little bit faster than a tape player would. You literally have a tape player, like an old school music tape player, and you'd have that plugged into the computer for it to feed the audio signals into the system itself. So yeah, 1987 by Icon Design, programming by Paul Murray, and graphics by Ed Knight. So yeah, this is how the menu looks. It's most extravagant, isn't it? So I don't know the full ins and outs of this game, but I do know how to play basically. So I think that's the options, time trial, 2-player, and something else, maybe player 2's name or something. You see that it says Z random or AX for courses. I've tried Z before. Sometimes the levels are completely blank, so we won't go for any random levels. But A to X basically means any letter from A to X is a level. So I think it's 24. Why is it? Yeah, 24 levels. So here you see courses A, B, C, D, E. That's 5 rounds for each go. So best of 5 against the AI or best of 5 against a friend. It'd probably be quite fun to play against a friend, but I don't have any. So we're going to just play against the AI. We'll do course A, B, C, D, E first. And yeah, let's have a go. Prepare yourself because these graphics are epic. Here we go. Oh, look at the bike, man. It looks so good. So now, yeah, this game is tricky. It's not realistically tricky, but it's tricky. You have to know what you can go fast over, like that balance beam you have to go really slow over, and what you have to jump over, like these little lumps we see coming up here. You have to clear those or you'll be off like that. Totally an accident. So once you're off, it will clear you from all the obstacles where you are until you get to a flat spot. Oh no, yeah, that's a tricky one. Got to make sure you don't go too fast. And I've got to remember you can slow down in the air. so you don't land on crazy stuff, which helps a lot. And somehow I didn't land on that. So yeah, bearing in mind this is such an old experience, should I say? Oh. You have to remember that yeah, the realism factor it's really not there when you've got there's limited memory, which I believe this particular Spectrum was 48Ks of RAM, and that's like a spec to the beach ball that is the RAM in your computer today. So we'll just wait for the AI to finish. Sometimes they can be really quick, sometimes they can be awful. You can see there at the top of both of our sectors we've got, of the screen I mean, you've got times, 5 times, and that's the times for all the rounds. So on to round 2. I think we can ride over these. Yep. And we've got to jump and jump. And miss those whoops. Oh, nearly. Oh, didn't expect that. So yeah, it's very sensitive as to how well you can last. And if you clip where that weird angle was, if you clip that, then you just automatically fall off. So here we just got to cruise on the balance bars and not go crazy. Oh, that was a glitch. Oh, yeah, and we're off. It is most difficult, but I can tell you, I played this game every day at one point after school. It was just my thing. Even though at the time when I was playing it in the early 90s, this was still really old. Really old. And now we're in 2019, and I still find it fun. We lost, but not by far. A couple of seconds. On to the 3rd level. Nighttime stage. Oh, this is what nighttime passes for in 1982. Or 84, this game might have come out actually. So now you can see I've messed up before a big obstacle section, so I've got to wait for till we get to a flat section. I think it's on top of these barrels or whatever they are. There we are. Oh, just missed that. It's very picky, and when you press jump, not that you can jump a bike very easily, not like you can in this anyway. Oh, see, yeah, I don't know why. Maybe you have to be off the throttle to land at certain speeds, but who knows? Oh, so yeah, there's no way I could have got out of that. Very difficult. There is actually a level editor to this game, which I've never tried. But yeah, I can imagine it probably is quite difficult to get working properly. But then I've never tried it, so how would I know? Yeah, these round or oval shaped weird thing, I never understood how to deal with them. They just always seem to collapse. Just cruise over. See, look, what am I supposed to do there? You can ride on them sometimes, you can't on others. So. Pfft. Oh, no, too fast. It's so tricky. It's almost annoyingly tricky, but hey, there are some good bits on some levels that I really enjoy. So yeah, we totally lost that by quite some way. Okay, on to the next one. This is what they would call a snow level. Don't think it actually makes it more slippery or anything. Oh dear. It's very picky. There we go, lovely. Oh, see, God knows why that happened, but hey. Ah, you can tell this is a fun game. I think you have to do this bit all in one go at speed, and once you come off, you can't really get the speed back up to jump all those humps. Oh, yeah, I'm good at this game. I've played it loads. See, what the hell? Well, considering most of these games were programmed by like teenagers who just wanted to learn a bit of code and make a game, who probably went on to work for big companies like EA and Ubisoft, but yeah, you can't throttle on those. At least I know that much. God knows what they're meant to be. I can't make it out. Can't make out most of it, but hey. Big jump. Yeah, cleared that one. Oh, didn't lose by too much that time. Still lost though. Okay, on to the next level. Oh, hopeless. But then so's the AI, so it doesn't matter too much. You just gotta roll with the punches and get punched a lot. Jump all of these. Uh-oh. Oh. Kind of saw that coming. Da-da-da. Oh. Yeah, I think there's certain speed limits on certain obstacles. So you have to be careful, or you have to learn and play it a lot to get used to, you know, understanding where you can go fast and where you have to slow down. And where you can throttle and where you can't throttle, I believe. Be interesting to talk to the creators of this game so I can get an understanding of really what to do. But again, I'm still having fun with it, so why not? Wait for the AI to finish. There we go. So we won that one. Not by too far, but hey. I think he's won the best of 5 though. So that's the end of that round. So now we're going to go for courses. Let's go for G, H, I, J. And yeah, no, that's 2 H's. H, I, J, K, L. Let's do those. Okay, start with the night stage. Whoop. There we go. Oh, what? So bizarre sometimes. I guess there's a reason for it, but I just don't understand. No. I know for a fact you have to slow down for those fences because you're riding along a fence. Now I believe this game was based on or inspired by a TV show in Britain. I'm not sure if it was in America or not as well, but that was called Kikstart, spelt normal kick space start rather than K-I-K like this game, which was a trials, motocross trials program in '86. I was actually watching an episode today at work, and yeah, '86 is definitely a long while back, but I believe this game was based loosely at least on that. Oh, we're going to clear him. Oh yeah, we win. So yeah, and yeah, it's one of those programs where there's lots of extreme stuff and lots of minor stuff, but the commentators make a big deal out of all of it. So it's cool. It's a brilliant show. I like a bit of motocross trials. It's highly skillful. I mean, I can't believe some of the manoeuvres they can pull off, especially on bikes like that with gears. I mean, well done to those guys, I say. So we won round 1. That's round 2. Let's see if we can't win this one too. Oh, that was a mid-air jump I just did then. Oh, no, I was trying to slow down to land on the fence, but it wasn't having it. I'll actually put a link in the description to the Kikstart show, the video I was watching today, just so you can check it out in all of its retro glory, if you're interested. Oh yeah, skills. Okay, landing on the picnic tables without throttle just then actually made me land on them. So I mean, my button for throttle is not activated, sort of thing, not pressed. I mean, yes, realism is not this game's forte, but hey, can we clear those? Yeah. Look at that. Done them again. Cool. Jumping so high, going off into the timetable. Yeah, he sucks. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they go like stink and they absolutely thrash you. Cool, that was a nice finish for him. Right through in the air. What's next? Let's go, go, go. I go too fast on these because I know they're a bit sketchy. And they are definitely sketchy. Still don't get them. I don't even know what they're supposed to be. I know the flamethrowers are flamethrowers, but is it gonna, no. Maybe you've got a wheelie onto them. I just don't know what the wheelie button is. I thought I was pressing it, but it turns out there's another button. But it's quite hard with a Spectrum emulator to relate which keys you're pressing on a Windows keyboard as to which they are on a Spectrum keyboard, because the Spectrum keyboard is a little bit different. It has all sorts of commands as well as buttons, and you have to press Shift and control to activate, a bit like a modern laptop actually, where you press function to get the alternative use of the keys. But yeah, it's been a very long time, and I was never any good at the Spectrum anyway, even though I played it a lot. But being 4 or 5 years old, you're not going to be very good. This was the computer I used up until I got my Sega Mega Drive when I was about 5 years old, 5.5 years old, I think it was then. And that changed everything for me. The Mega Drive was absolutely brilliant. Okay, so on to the 4th round. Just the picnic tables off the throttle, and then big jump, and land safely, no throttle, and then boing, boing. Oh, didn't register it quick enough. Okay, getting the hang of those tables, but that was going to be difficult to get from the table back up onto those plungers, which they don't have in real life trials, by the way. Health and safety and all that. Oh wow, how the hell? That's a bit of a nasty one, that. Not sure how you would clear that. Oh, yeah, physics detection on the 48Ks is a little bit sketchy at times. Oh wow. Oh, look at those flames, the particle effects. Wow. Is he going to roll up? No, he's going to hit the inside. I've seen the AI just roll up onto those tables, so yeah, don't know how he does that. You win this one, buddy. Okay, final round. Here we go, we've got to beat him. Nope. Oh. Can I put this on a balance beam? Yeah. So we'll just cruise off of here. Okay. Oh! Trying to land on the first one, but it wasn't having it. At least it puts us on it. Go, go, go. Nice kick off of here, or not. God, this really does bring back memories for me. I mean, every day I'd have a little blast on this as soon as I get home from school. Still knowing it was dated and awful, even way back then. Oh, he's catching, he's catching. Oh, no, he had caught us by then, actually. He was finished. Oh, you win this one again. Come on. Oh, there's no hope. Oh, he was miles ahead. Bummer. Ah, well. I still enjoyed it. So yeah, that's Kikstart 2. That was, yeah, something I really liked and I've sorely missed now I've played it again. I don't know why I haven't played it again since. But yeah, so yeah, I hope you like the Spectrum video. I'm planning on doing a few more. I completely understand if it's not your thing, because I mean, look at it. But yeah, if you experienced this, like systems back then like this, then perhaps you'll find it nostalgic like I do. So potentially I'll be doing more. I'm thinking of doing Jetpack next, which was probably, I've heard, the most famous game for the Spectrum. Not very deep or anything, but it was one of those arcade games that you could just play over and over, and it was great fun. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.